Hello and welcome, beautiful people, to another episode on Book Decoded, the space where we unravel timeless books, decode deep human wisdom, and share life-altering insights, one powerful idea at a time. If you're new here, welcome to the family. We're thrilled to have you. And if you're returning, thank you for being part of this ever-growing circle of thoughtful, curious minds. Today, we're exploring one of the most transformative books ever written, a book that has inspired millions of people across generations, across languages, across faiths and philosophies. A book that doesn't just share ideas. It plants a seed in your soul and urges you to water it every single day. That book is The Power of Your Subconscious Mind by Dr. Joseph Murphy. This is not a book to be rushed through. It's not one to read once and shelve away. It's the kind of book you return to when you feel stuck, lost, sick, unloved, or just unsure of your own potential. It's a gentle reminder that you have more power than you think, and it lies quietly within your own mind. Now, before we get into the teachings of the book, let's spend a moment talking about the man behind this masterpiece, Dr. Joseph Murphy. He was no ordinary self-help writer. Born in Ireland, later settling in America, Murphy had an intense curiosity about spirituality and psychology from a young age. He studied various world religions, including Hinduism, Buddhism, Christianity, and the teachings of ancient philosophies. He wasn't just looking for knowledge, he was seeking truth, a unifying truth that tied all beliefs and all human experiences together. Through years of study and spiritual practice, Murphy came to the conclusion that the human mind, specifically the subconscious mind, is the bridge between science and spirituality, between physical results and invisible forces. And that became the foundation of this book. So, what exactly is the subconscious mind? In simple words, it's the part of your mind that you don't control consciously, but it controls you far more than you realize. It doesn't think the way your logical mind does. It doesn't argue, doubt, or analyze. It just accepts. It receives impressions, suggestions, and emotional signals, and then quietly goes to work, turning them into reality. To give you a metaphor, imagine your conscious mind is the gardener. You choose the seeds. You decide what to plant, positive thoughts or negative ones, beliefs in abundance or scarcity, faith or fear. Now, the subconscious mind is the fertile soil. It will not question your choices. It simply nourishes the seeds you've planted. And after some time, what you sow becomes what you reap. This is why your thoughts are never just thoughts. Every time you repeat a belief, especially with emotion, you are programming your subconscious. If you constantly say, "I can't do this," "I'm unlucky," "I'm not good enough," your subconscious mind listens, accepts, and says, "Okay, let's make that true." On the other hand, if you say, "I am healing," "I am growing," "I am worthy," even if you don't believe it yet, over time your subconscious accepts that too. And then the magic begins. This book is filled with stories, real-life stories, of people who have used the power of their subconscious mind to do the seemingly impossible. A man healed his hand, which had been paralyzed for years. A woman, given up by doctors, overcame a tumor through affirmations and visualizing herself healthy. A jobless father attracted a dream career, not by begging or hustling, but by reprogramming his mind every night with belief, gratitude, and imagination. You see, Murphy isn't saying you can snap your fingers and make miracles happen. He's saying that your inner state, the stories you tell yourself, directly influence your outer world. That your subconscious is neutral. It doesn't care whether you're imagining joy or fear. It simply takes what you give it and expands it. So here's the hard truth. If you're always expecting the worst, worrying constantly, doubting yourself, holding grudges, or living in past pain, then whether you know it or not, you are planting seeds that will eventually show up in your life as failure, anxiety, illness, or conflict. But, and this is the beauty, you can turn it all around. Right now. Because the subconscious is always listening, always receptive, always ready to work in your favor. If only you learn to communicate with it in the right way. One of the most powerful tools Murphy teaches is the use of affirmations. And not just dry, robotic repetition, but emotional, vivid, felt affirmations. Saying something like, "I am healthy," while your mind screams the opposite, won't work, unless you learn to speak the language of the subconscious, which is emotion and repetition. The more you repeat a thought, especially in a relaxed, sleepy, emotional state, the deeper it sinks into the subconscious.
And that's where another incredible technique comes in, using the moments before sleep as a gateway. Murphy emphasizes that just before you drift into sleep, your mind becomes most suggestible. It's during that in-between state, where your conscious mind is fading and your subconscious is fully awake, that you can drop in your affirmations like seeds into rich soil. Say things like, "Tomorrow will be a beautiful day," "Everything is working out for me," or "My body knows how to heal." And mean it. Say it with faith, with love, with the feeling that it's already true. And you'll be amazed at what begins to change in your outer world. Another concept in the book that really hit me is the idea that prayer is not begging. Many people pray from a place of desperation. "Please, God, fix this, help me, save me." But Murphy challenges that. He says true prayer is not about pleading. It's about believing. It's about affirming the reality you wish to see, feeling it as already done, and giving thanks for it in advance. This approach is known as scientific prayer, not because it involves math or formulas, but because it follows a repeatable pattern that influences the subconscious. Declare what you desire. Visualize it with strong, peaceful emotion, and release it to your subconscious with gratitude. Another deeply important aspect of the book is the emotional cleansing that Murphy encourages, especially forgiveness. He talks about how resentment, hatred, jealousy, and anger act like toxins in the mind. They don't just hurt other people, they damage you. They poison your inner peace. And worse, they tell your subconscious that you live in a world of conflict and fear, which it then mirrors back into your life. So forgiveness isn't about letting someone off the hook. It's about freeing your own mind. It's about choosing love again and again, because love is the healthiest thing you can plant in the garden of your mind. What I love about this book is how it connects to so many other powerful ideas from other spiritual thinkers. It echoes the words of James Allen in As a Man Thinketh, who said that the mind is the master weaver of our character and destiny. It aligns beautifully with Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich, where the mind, particularly faith, imagination, and desire, becomes the gateway to success. Even modern books like The Secret by Rhonda Byrne owe their entire framework to the foundation laid by people like Joseph Murphy. And yet, this book stands on its own. It's clear, gentle, spiritual, without being dogmatic, and practical, without being rigid. You can read it through the lens of religion, or science, or even psychology, and it makes sense from every angle, because at the heart of it is a universal truth. Your mind is more. So if you're someone who wakes up dreading the day, if you find yourself attracting the same problems over and over again, if you feel like life is just happening to you and you have no control, then this book is your wake-up call. Your subconscious is waiting for new instructions. Start feeding it with faith, with love, with imagination, with a vision of the life you actually want to live. And yes, it will take time. Yes, it will require discipline. But it's possible, not because the book says so, but because your own mind is the proof. Every result in your life right now was first a thought, a belief, a pattern in your subconscious. So just imagine what could happen if you started choosing those thoughts more consciously. You don't have to fight reality. You just have to reshape it from the inside out. And that's what the power of your subconscious mind teaches us, with clarity, compassion, and conviction. I hope this breakdown gave you some inspiration and insight into the incredible potential that already exists within you. If this video resonated with you, please consider liking, subscribing, and sharing it with someone who might need to hear this today. Let me know in the comments, what belief are you ready to rewrite? What reality are you choosing to imagine starting today? This is Book Decoded. Thank you for joining me on this beautiful journey of the mind. Until next time, keep reading, keep decoding, and keep evolving.